This game and the stream broadcast rights to this game are the sole and exclusive property of the WPIAL. Any broadcast of this game is intended exclusively for the benefit of the North Catholic Sports Network audience. Any use, rebroadcast, or distribution of this broadcast without the express written consent of the WPIAL is prohibited.
Trib Live High School Sports Network is the official video and audio streaming partner of the WPIAL. We broadcast over 2,000 sporting events each year and cover 17 sports in over 170 schools. At HSSN, you'll find the latest in high school sports news, live and archive broadcasts, scores, standings, and much more. Trib Live High School Sports Network, your high school sports leader. All season, every season.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome to Trojan Game Day. We are coming to you from Barth and Graham Court on the campus of North Catholic. Your Trojans meet the Pine Richland Rams right here on the North Catholic Sports Network and Trib Live High School Sports Network. Hello, everyone. I'm Sean Malone alongside Phil O'Hara. Welcome to our live coverage of the annual Don Graham Classic. The Trojans and Rams are getting set to tip things off in our fifth and final matchup of the day. You just saw the girls basketball team run away from the Pine Richland Rams in the second half. Before that, the boys JV was a close loss for North Catholic. The Rams won 56-53. The girls JV won 40-26, and the boys freshman team won 77-42. How many points did the girls score in that game? Did the boys' freshman team still have the highest point total on the day?
That's a great question, Sean. Let me take a look at that again. That score was 76-53.
Oh, 1 point away.
Yeah.
The boys' basketball team has 77 points.
And so the freshman team, not only with the most points of the day, also the largest margin of victory.
If the North Catholic boys' varsity team, though, has it say that 77 will not be the highest score of the day, as this team's goal, I think, is to score at least 80 points every single game.
And, Sean, they're averaging 81.1 so far. That is best in the WPIAL. So you are exactly right. This is a high-scoring Trojans team. Coach Rocco likes to say their team philosophy is pressure. That's pressure on offense, pressure on defense, a lot of pressure. I think we're going to be out of breath by the end of this one.
Yeah, we definitely might be. And if you're just tuning in and you heard us say Coach Rocco, and you were like, what happened to Coach DiGregorio? He went back to North Allegheny after taking the Trojans to 3 consecutive WPIAL championship games. But somehow they found a coach who plays even faster than Coach DiGregorio's teams do.
That's right. Coach Rocco, a great tradition over at Penn Hills, where he's won WPIAL championships and a state championship, and at Penn Trafford. Obviously, the father of Elena Rocco from the Trojanettes, but Coach Rocco has got a lot of basketball history. It's interesting you mentioned Coach DiGregorio. To my left, I see he's here at the game today.
Yeah, he is wearing his NA basketball shirt. He's got to have some leftover North Catholic stuff that he can bring to this game.
He didn't give it all to you, Sean, when he left?
No, he didn't.
Me either. This could be an exciting game. I think Pine Richland, very similar in style to the Trojans. They're going to want to run the floor. They're going to want to play good man-to-man defense. This could be an exciting one. We're going to go courtside here for the introduction of the starting lineups.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. North Catholic High School welcomes you to Barth and Graham Court for tonight's non-section matchup between the Pine Richland Rams and your North Catholic Trojans. Ladies and gentlemen, will you now rise as we honor America with the playing of our national anthem? And gentlemen, please remove your hats. Introduction on tonight's starting lineups. First, for the visitors, the Pine Richland Rams. Starting at guard, senior, number 2, Andrew Alexander. Starting at guard, senior, number 3, Annie Swartout. Starting at forward, senior, number 11, Luke Shanahan. Starting at guard, senior, number 25, Jameson O'Toole. And starting at forward, senior, number 34, Joseph Jankowski. The Rams are coached by Paul Petach. And now, let's see the night starting lineup for your North Catholic Trojans. Starting at guard, senior, number 2, Andrew Madelon. And there you have the starting lineups for this evening's contest for Pine Richland. Alexander, Swartout, Shanahan, O'Toole, and Dudkowski. For North Catholic, it's Madelon, Greger, Hurry, Rotman, and Tomer. In the girls' game, we saw really a total of 13 players used when the game was still in doubt. We're going to see a lot more players than that in this contest. North Catholic generally goes 9 deep. I haven't seen Pine Richland play, but with as fast as the Trojans play, you've got to play a lot of players just to keep up the constant pressure.
That's exactly right, and they're deep. They got a lot of players to play who can make a difference. And here we're underway. Exciting atmosphere here at Barth and Graham Court. Hurry going to start things off.
First 10 seconds of the game, Max Hurry with a 3. He had a little bit of playing time last year as a freshman, but he has taken off this year as a sophomore. It's just an outstanding shooter from range. He can get into the lane too, so watch out for Max Hurry tonight. It's Andrew Alexander giving the ball up to Swartout. He throws the ball away. Andrew Madelon now, head up, gives it off to Max Rotman.
Again, Madelon, as Coach Rocco said, the Trojans are going to put pressure on the rim.
Oh, beautiful backdoor cut from Andrew Madelon, but he throws it back out to Max Rotman. The entry pass to Tomer is knocked away. Pine Richland looks to run. It's kicked to the corner for Swartout. A long three from Jamison O'Toole misses. Good box out from Rotman. He throws it ahead quickly to Hurry, who takes a really long three, but it's just short. The ball's off Rotman's hands and goes to, that was number 34, Joseph Dudkowski, but what a play.
Nice
from
job by Rotman to
defense.
get his hand under there. That was an easy basket, and I'll tell you, Hurry must be feeling it because you're exactly right, Sean. That shot was like literally right in front of me here. A good 6-7 feet past that three-point line.
Yeah, much like Isaac DiGregorio from a couple years ago, it seems like Hurry has unlimited range, or at least he thinks he does. Ben Tomer with a block, and then he throws it away. He wanted the outlet pass to Max Hurry. No, it was knocked out by Pine Richland.
Ben Tomer is a big boy, and he's got some big muscles, and he is a force down low.
Yeah, earlier this year, we didn't do the game on the NCSN Sports Network, but you might have seen the feed. He had two massive dunks against Derry. Rotman muscles a shot up and in. Tomer can't get the rebound. Pine Richland looking to run. It's Swartout. North Catholic continues. Amazing defense.
Look out!
Here's a
Look
dunk
out!
by Tomer! Pine Richland, though, goes right down the floor, misses a layup, and it is Dudkowski putting it in for the chance at the and one.
Wow, what a dunk from Tomer right early on, all alone. Good pressure defense there, getting the turnover, and he was wide open down the court. Fired this crowd up.
Well, this game is just as fast as you said it was going to be, Phil, as Dudkowski, in a brief moment of rest here, takes a free throw and makes it. The last time Pine Richland was in this gym, I think they had a different coach, and they played much, much slower as North Catholic turns the ball over. But this time, both teams just want to play as fast as they can. North Catholic continues outstanding open floor defense. Pine Richland has a full head of steam going, it seems, every single time, and yet the North Catholic defender is getting their hands on the ball and taking it away. That's amazing defense. That's one of the hardest things to do as a defender, I think.
It really is. Sean, I think you were referring to the last time Pine Richland was here. I believe that was also in the Don Graham Classic, and I believe that ended on a Ryan Fezco shot to win the game. That was an incredible finish to that game.
Yeah, I was going to bring that up, but the game's so fast I couldn't get to it. Ryan Fezco, double clutched in the air,
yes,
and then banks a three in right at the buzzer. Everybody stormed the court. One of my favorite moments here as a North Catholic sports fan. I don't know if I want to see something like that today because that means the game's going to be really close. As exciting as that was, I'd still like an easy North Catholic win. But if you look at Pine Richland's games, this game is going to go down to the wire. All of Pine Richland's losses this year have been very, very close games. They've lost games by 1, 3, 4, and 3 points.
Yeah, that's a great point. Again, their record is you can't go by just a record because they've been in it against some really tough 5A or 6A competition, and they've just barely lost all those games. Max Hurry with another bucket. He's got 5.
Yeah, he has 5 of the North Catholic 7 as Dudkowski hits in a 3, and the Pine Richland student section goes crazy. Nice to see both teams have a heavy student presence here. Pine Richland's student section going with the highlighter color theme, and North Catholic has basketball jerseys and a dinosaur down there somehow.
And a dinosaur, I saw that.
Marin Iski. Oh, sorry. Nope. That was the girls roster I was looking at. That was not Marin Iski for Pine Richland. That was Luke Shanahan, 6'4" forward for the Rams, getting a layup.
I want to call out real quick, Sean, number 5, Matt Ellery in the game for the Trojans. Great to see Matt Ellery back on the court. He suffered a little injury in the preseason, and it looked like it was going to be serious, but he has worked himself back into position to be in this game here. So great to see him on the floor. Also in for the Trojans, we've got Tommy Melenda, the senior.
And Ian Palmer, also a senior, number 4. North Catholic playing all those people. There's Ellery. Kicks it to Melenda. Melenda gets into the lane. Throws it to Ellery in the corner.
He was looking for that backdoor play they like to run there, but Ellery was not coming.
Gregor, an open three. It misses. The fight for the rebound will go to Pine Richland. Dudkowski shoves off on Hurry a little bit and then throws the ball away.
He got away with a little push there.
They called that a lot in the girls' game. We'll see what the referees do in this game. Max Hurry gets a pick from Palmer. Throws it to Palmer. Palmer shoots a three. That's way short.
Oh,
but
it was a great rebound by Melinda, but just couldn't quite pull the up and under.
Oftentimes, it's tough to get a rebound on an air ball because you want to put your person like out of the play under the basket.
That's right.
And then the ball goes right to them, but Melinda couldn't convert. And it is 10-7. Pine Richland up by 3.
Tell you, nice job by Pine Richland to withstand the early scoring there from the Trojans and take this lead.
Pine Richland has done a nice job getting the ball across half court. One of the things with how pressure-filled the North Catholic team is, they don't even want to let you get the ball across half
that's
court.
Right. That's right.
And Pine Richland has done it by getting the rebound and just sprinting up the court with the ball. They're not waiting to give it to a point guard, as Liam Straub is in the game. Guarding the point guard for Pine Richland, that's Andrew Alexander. He gives it to Dudkowski, who's already hit a 3 today. Now it's O'Toole. Pine Richland moving the ball around quickly, getting into the lane easily.
Not only has Dudkowski hit a 3, he has 8 of the 10 points there for the Rams.
Nathan Zavaski got into the lane and missed a shot for Pine Richland. I'm assuming that's a sibling of Maddie Zavaski.
Yeah, I think that's right.
Her name was in the girls' game.
I think that's probably very likely that those are siblings. So I would say definitely a fast start as we expected here. The game's gotten a little sloppier here as we've gone.
Not a lot of scoring for how fast the game has been.
Agreed.
It's only 10-7. Madelon gets in, has to throw it out to Gregor. Gregor gives it to Tomer. Tomer to Madelon on the wing. Madelon gets into the lane again. He's going to put the shot up. He's fouled. He'll go to the line. Credit to the defenses, though, for this not being that high scoring of a game. North Catholic has had excellent fast break defense. Pine Richland always getting the help defender in there in the half court, making it hard for either team to score.
Yeah, nothing's easy for either team.
Andrew Madelon makes his first. Tommy Melinda gets a high five from Coach Rocco as he heads to the bench in favor of Max Rotman. If you've followed North Catholic sports for a while, you'll remember North Catholic, the football team, had an excellent quarterback by the name of Zach Rocco.
That's right.
No relation at all to Jim Rocco or Elena Rocco.
And how about this, too, Sean? Coach Rocco has a son named Zach Rocco. He's now, he plays basketball for West Point.
Yeah, that's just a really strange coincidence.
It really is.
That you run into sometime. They are not the same Zach Rocco.
Also, there was a North Catholic Zach Rocco a couple years ago.
Yeah, that's what I was just saying.
Yes,
the quarterback.
Right. Yep.
Madelon to Gregor in the corner. He fakes a 3, kicks it out to Liam Straub, and his 3 is good.
Liam Straub. Speaking of North Catholic football.
Yeah, he had an excellent year this year. Just so slippery out there on the football field. I think he plays kind of the same way in the basketball court. He's just really fun to watch move in space. He just moves very naturally and athletically. And this time a foul on Madelon as he was trying to guard Dudkowski in the lane. That Straub 3 put North Catholic up by 2.
And 3 team fouls early on here for the Trojans. 2 team fouls for...
Owen Llewellyn comes into the game for Pine Richland. Max Rotman gets in, reverse layup. He is fouled by Andrew Swartout as Swartout was going for the block. Rotman makes it.
It sounded like the Pine Richland fans giving it to Max Rotman here at the line.
He's not phased at all. He makes them both.
That's right. He's not phased at all.
I think everyone on the Pine Richland team is like 6'2". Like, they all look the exact same height.
6'1", 6'4", 6'3", 6'3", you're not far off.
There's a three for one of those 6'1" players. That was Andrew Swartout. He puts Pine Richland up by 1. There's a foul in transition on Pine Richland. It's on Andrew Alexander, number 2. His first, team 4th. Madelon to Rotman. Rotman's 3 is short. Rebounded by Shanahan. You know, I don't think North Catholic has unleashed its full pressure defense yet. They're not double teaming in the backcourt like they sometimes can. I think they might be waiting. We'll see if they do that at some point as Pine Richland gets a layup to extend their lead to 3. Tomer now throws it to Madelon. Tomer runs to set the pick, dives to the basket. Madelon, bounce pass. Matt Ellery with a 3, and it's good. Ellery knocks down the 3 to tie the game.
And you're exactly right there, Sean. On that made basket, typically the Trojans will get right into that full court press there, and they look like they held back a little bit.
Shanahan jumps up and over everybody, misses a shot. Dudkowski's in there, and he gets fouled on the floor. It'll be the Trojans' 4th foul of the quarter. Pine Richland did a nice job getting the ball out of a double team there. And Shanahan, though, didn't have an easy basket. North Catholic plays that defense really well. Even when the ball got out of a double team quick, it did not result in an easy layup.
Yeah, good rotation, good help side defense, all tenets of the North Catholic D.
I think that Alexander just threw the ball off the back of Max Rotman and then got fouled as he tried to go for a layup.
Rotman
You don't see that too often.
No, you don't. As a matter of fact, there's a lot of coaches who will tell guys not to turn their backs like that, or at least have a little bit of an eye. But that's 2 quick ones on Rotman.
Coach Rocco is getting something explained to him on the sideline. Maybe it was about that inbound play. I'm not sure. Alexander makes both of his free throws, puts his team up 19-17. .30 seconds left in the first quarter. Well, just under 30 seconds left. Max Hurry's going to bring the ball up, gets a pick from Tomer. Gives it back to Tomer. Tomer's going to drive into the lane himself, throws it quickly to the corner where a 3 is missed, and a nice rebound by Alexander. The ball's thrown at the feet of the Pine Richland player. Matt Gregor dives to the floor immediately. Andrew Ammerman drives in, and 1 for Andrew Ammerman.
Nice job by Madelon there. He waited that half a second to draw that foul.
I said Ammerman. I just got used to used to saying that name last year. That was Andrew Madelon, who also had a brother that played on last year's team that lost in the WPIAL championship to Lincoln Park. (19-19). Andrew is going to try to put North Catholic ahead by 1 here, and he does. The Trojans have shot free throws, I think, very well here in the first quarter.
And right on their season pace here with 20 points in the first quarter.
It did not look like they were going to get there. We were about halfway through the quarter, and they had 7 points.
I agree with you.
This second half of the quarter has been, if anything, faster than the first. It's going to be a running 3 from Alexander. Good pressure from Liam Straub.
Yeah, actually, lucky he didn't get a foul called on him there. He held back and so avoided that.
Whether you need a business headshot, family portrait, or you just want to remember that toothless grin of your 6-year-old, Dina Koenig Photography is at your service. Dina specializes in capturing the beauty of your family and creating customized wall art to decorate your home. Dina Koenig Photography is the official photographer of North Catholic Athletics. So North Catholic off to a 1-point lead at the end of the first quarter. What did you see in that first quarter, Phil?
Well, so first off, Sean, definitely well-matched teams. Very similar styles as we saw. And it's a great game so far. Only a 1-point game. I think this one's going to be really fun. I think it's going to go all the way down to the wire here, which is good for the Trojans, as they have not had many close games this year. They have really been putting teams away.
I was not expecting this game to be this fast. In my head, I had Pine Richland as the team they were 2 years ago, where they took about 45 seconds before they shot the ball anytime they were coming up the court. This is a much more exciting game to watch. They must have changed coaches, I think, in the 2 years since I've seen them play. Their coach is Bob Petcash. One of his assistant coaches is Andrew Petcash, which I'm sure is his son.
Andrew Petcash was, I believe, a player at Pine Richland, a very good player.
Yeah. When their team was just getting to WPIAL championship and state championships, it just almost every year, because they had a ton of Division I athletes on that team. I think Andrew was on the team with Phil Yurkovich, the quarterback who went to Notre Dame first and is still at Boston College. I think they also had an offensive lineman who played basketball and also went to Notre Dame.
That's right.
McGregor gets a steal, goes down the court, goes against everybody and throws up a layup. That this is a good transition D from Pine Richland there.
Really good D, and I felt like maybe Gregor could have gave that one up there, even maybe to a trailer.
Shanahan misses, and the ball is knocked out of bounds by Pine Richland's Andrew Lamondola. Both of these teams play a lot of players. You have to when you play as fast as they do.
I showed 9 Trojans have already gotten into the game so far, Sean.
Yeah, and definitely 7 or 8 of Pine Richland's players. Max Hurry is able to get right to the rim for an easy layup.
He's the leading scorer for the Trojans with 7.
They distribute their points so well.
They really do.
Pine Richland almost loses the ball, but Dudkowski throws it away. And then Tomer throws it away. And gets a foul. Pine Richland, they're not just going to run back up the court. They're a pressure defense too, so you got to be really careful with your outlet passes.
Agreed.
They're going to say that was on the floor. It looked to me like Alexander was either shooting or passing to no one. So maybe Tomer bailed him out there with the foul. Tomer is now out guarding Shanahan. Shanahan to Dudkowski to Swart out in the paint to Shanahan. Hook shot over Tomer. Tomer, nice rebound.
That's a great challenge on Tomer. He had a good shot. Wow, and another bad pass there by the Trojans. Sometimes they do force passes.
Yeah, they've had a couple where they're trying to throw it over the top or bounce passes into the paint. Pine Richland is getting back so fast that those are passes that maybe you need to just pull the ball out and get into your half-court offense. Madelon back out to Tomer. Tomer into Melenda. Melenda bounce pass to Madelon. Madelon gets into the paint. What a crossover from Andrew Madelon.
That was a great strike there shown by Madelon, as he had hands all over him, and he still got into the lane and made that basket.
He's improved drastically from last year as well, as an offensive player especially. Shanahan's 3 is long. He's now missed his last 3 shot. Dudkowski tries to throw it down low, and Gregor is right there. Pine Richland is doing the same thing that North Catholic is on some of those passes, where they see somebody flash open for half a second, and they're throwing the ball too late because the North Catholic player is just trying so hard on defense and getting there to knock the ball away.
Yeah, Swartout actually talked to Dudkowski there as they were walking down the court and said, hey, let's slow down a little bit there in terms of those passes. Oh, what a screen by Palmer.
Hurry with a long 3, it misses. Palmer continues to do the dirty work, gets the rebound. And the Trojans swinging around the outside. Palmer sets a pick. Rotman driving in. He has to kick it out. Good defense from Pine Richland. North Catholic will reset.
I love this offensive set with Palmer up top on the ball screens. And he's great on the roll. He's quick on the roll.
There's a nice bounce pass from Melenda, but Palmer has to kick it back out. It's Hurry working one-on-one. He glides into the paint and one.
Trojans on a 7-0 run here.
Yeah, they were up by 7, 26-19. They were up 20-19, so great start to the second quarter here. Hurry has got to be a tough player to defend as he misses that free throw, because you have to guard him 5, 6 feet behind the three-point line, but then he's so long and so quick that when you get out there, you have to be careful not to let him just blow right by you.
And if you try to foul him on that drive, he's a strong kid. He's still going to get it up to the rim.
Yeah, as he just proved there with the and one, although he missed the three-point, the old-fashioned three-point play.
Oh.
That was a great contest from Melinda, but again, the air ball turns into an offensive rebound and 2 points for Pine Richland. It's Hurry with a three. It's short. Struggling a little bit from long range tonight. I think he's 1 for 4. He hit the first one at the first 10 seconds of the game, and then he's missed his next 3. Pine Richland moving the ball around on offense. Alexander will work on Rotman. Gives it up to Lamondola. Lamondola back to O'Toole. North Catholic doing a nice job turning away drives. Shanahan gives it to Swartout. He misses. Everybody boxes out for North Catholic and hurries off in the fast break. Head up for Hurry. Gets the ball to Rotman. Ellery, he's open. He'll shoot a 3. That 3 is long. The rebound by Hurry. He just goes up and over everybody.
Unfortunately, he stepped out of bounds. Hard work on the board, but he stepped out of bounds there. So the Trojans have opened up a nice little bit of a lead here, a 5-point lead. Pine Richland, let's see what happens here on this possession.
And North Catholic just continues its ceaseless churn of players. Liam Straub came in there, as well as Nick Larson for the first time this game. He played the entire JV game about 2 hours ago.
And that just gives you the sense of their depth. They've gone 10 players deep, and that's their first JV player they brought in.
Pine Richland continues to struggle close to the rim. They've missed a lot of shots down there, and some of that credit needs to go to North Catholic. They're challenging all of these shots. Dudkowski, mid-range shot. He was probably fouled there by Ellery, but Ellery gets away with it. And a charge! Melinda takes the charge from Jamison O'Toole. O'Toole just threw his backside into Melinda. Melinda smartly fell to the ground and got the charge call.
And that's the third foul for O'Toole, so he'll be taking a seat on the bench. You mentioned that the shots are being contested. Everything is being contested in this game, Sean. Every single thing. There's hands on dribblers. There's hands and faces of shooters. Every single rebound is being contested.
North Catholic running a weave up top. Gregor to Ellery. Ellery to Nick Larson. Larson back to Gregor. Gregor dribbles into the corner, gives it to Melinda up top. Now it's Hurry. Let's see what he does. Hurry working one-on-one, kicks it to Larson. Larson shoots a 3 in and out.
It was good patience by the Trojans on offense. They got a good wide open shot. Unfortunately, it didn't go in.
Yeah, North Catholic has struggled a little bit from 3 as well.
Yeah, especially after early on for Hurry. Another offensive foul for the Rams.
What is the key to drawing those charges, do you think, Phil? Because that's 2 in a row for North Catholic.
I tell you, it's all footwork, right? It's using their feet to get ahead of that drive and then setting them down.
I want to know who's in the T-Rex costume that is over by the clock.
Yes.
Because there's a student who's in a T-Rex costume that's about 8 or 9 feet tall. And I don't think they got the memo for what the theme was tonight.
It does not quite fit the theme, I agree, Sean, but it is amusing nonetheless.
Yeah, it's wonderful. Tomer, nice post move, but it rolls out, and Larson goes over the back. Just like in the first quarter, slow going in terms of scoring here in the second quarter, at least in the first part of the quarter.
By the way, they called that foul on Tomer. That's his third.
Boy, I thought for sure that foul was going to be on Larson.
1-on-1 for the Rams. As 17 fouls for the Trojans.
That's Andrew Swartout on the line. He's made at least 1 3 for them. I would assume he's a pretty good shooter. Let's see what he does on this crucial front end of the 1-and-1. He makes it 26-22. The score this quarter is 6-3.
Yeah, that is crazy given the way that first quarter went.
Yeah, it's just how the teams play. You don't expect these teams to be held under 10 points in a quarter. And they probably won't. As soon as we say that, they'll probably each go explode for a bunch of points here in the last 3 minutes. North Catholic has slowed down a little bit in their half-court offense. Pine Richland is really staying in front of their drives pretty well. Hurry, though, takes a long 3, and it's good.
That'll change it quick when you get Hurry hot.
You can't go under a screen against Max Hurry because he will shoot it no matter how far away it is. And there, Larson gets called for a foul as he tried to hamper Alexander as Alexander brought it up the court.
Tell you, with 2 minutes left here in this second quarter, you really don't want to let Pine Richland get back into it at the free throw line. Well, if they miss, that'll certainly not let them get back into it.
Yeah, you can't miss the front end of those 1-and-1s. Melenda gets inside, bounce pass to Madelon. Madelon spins into the paint, and he's fouled. Madelon is relentless going to the basket. I think a good move from Coach Rocco getting him back in there. The North Catholic offense maybe a little bit stagnant, throwing the ball around, shooting some threes. Madelon will always get to the rim for you as he makes his first free throw, gets North Catholic to 30 points.
He's got 8 on the evening so far.
And he'll stay at 8 as he misses the second free throw. Good ball fake from Nathan Zavasky. Gets Matt Ellery off the ground. And Zavasky will head to the free throw line. 1-and-1. Misses the 1-and-1 again. Shanahan had his hands on the rebound, but North Catholic comes up with the ball. It's Max Hurry being really harassed by Andrew Alexander. Great defense by Alexander. Matt Ellery now to Matt Greger in the corner. Greger wants a pick from Melenda. He gets it and gets really fouled very hard. That's Nathan Zavasky saying, "You got past me, but you're not getting a shot off."
That's exactly right. That's exactly right. That was very physical foul there. It's going to give Greger 2 shots. Let's see if the Trojans could do a little bit better at the line than the Rams. I tell you, like, missing the front ends of those 1-on-1s, that could come back and haunt them here.
North Catholic, though, will get 2 since he was fouled shooting. And that was a 10th foul on Pine Richland, so it would be 2 anyway. Greger makes his first. Liam Straub is checking into the game for Matt Ellery.
First points of the game for Matt Greger.
He does so many more things than just score points, though. He had that great dive to the floor that led to North Catholic points early. As North Catholic goes really 2 for 4 in their last couple trips to the free throw line. But they get a jump ball, and they get to keep the ball. That's pretty careless from Pine Richland, just turning around way too early, not protecting the ball strong enough. North Catholic gets an extra possession out of it.
Yeah, and Coach Bob Petcash was not happy about that either. I caught the look on his face when they called that jump ball.
It's Hurry getting to the basket, hanging in the air and putting it in. Great drive from Max Hurry. Lamondola misses. Greger has to slow down as Pine Richland just full out sprints back to make sure North Catholic doesn't get any fast break. Andrew Madelon now running a weave. Liam Straub to Max Hurry to Matt Greger, back to Hurry. Hurry's going to go 1-on-1 against Shanahan, perhaps. or North Catholic. Do you think they're going to hold it for the last shot here?
No,
It seems like way too much time.
Yeah, I'm very surprised at this.
But they're really slowing it down. They're not really making a move to the basket.
Not at all. I think you're right. I think they're happy with running this thing out, which I'm very surprised at. I thought they could get a couple possessions in with the time left.
Yeah, I agree, and I never like this. It's so hard to keep the ball for an entire minute when the team plays aggressively like Pine Richland does, but it looks like North Catholic is going to do just that. Hurry is probably going to have to go here as we get close to 10 seconds. Hurry to Madelon. Madelon now throws it to Gregor. Gregor a long three. It's short, and Pine Richland is going to chuck the ball up. It's Shanahan. He misses, and North Catholic is going to go to the half up by 10. They held the ball for the last minute and 2 seconds there, Phil. Like you said, I thought they could have gotten a couple more possessions out of that. And really, they didn't even get that good of a shot. It was a long contested three from Matt Gregor. But maybe they just felt like everybody needed to take a breath after the fast pace of that first half.
Yeah, maybe. But I definitely found that to be slightly out of character for the Trojans there, no doubt. And then for it to end as badly as it did, yeah, just not the way I would have done it.
33-23, North Catholic has the lead at the end of the first half. There's 8 minutes up on the scoreboard. The cheerleaders are on the court, and we will take a break and be back in 6 or 7 minutes to recap the first half for you and with some second half action. Welcome back, everybody, to Trojan Game Day from Barth and Graham Court. We're just about ready to start the second half in the varsity boys game between Pine Richland and North Catholic. North Catholic is up by 10 points. A surprisingly low score, maybe, of 33-23, considering that both of these teams play extraordinarily fast. What do you think accounted for that somewhat low score, Phil?
Well, I tell you, certainly for the Trojans, they were, I might describe it as tentative on the offensive end. They were not attacking the basket. They were okay with just dribbling out front, taking some more long-range shots, and not trying to get to the rim the way they did in the first quarter. This game started off with a bang. I mean, we had the hurry three, we had the Tomer dunk. It's 5-0, and then it became a really close game there, 20-19 at the end of the first quarter. And, yeah, it really slowed down there in that second quarter, and I tell you what, Sean, I didn't enjoy it as much. It was not my style of basketball that I came to watch today.
Yeah, well, I have a feeling that North Catholic is going to speed things up in this third quarter. We haven't seen that full-court trapping press, and I'm wondering if either they think that Pine Richland has tall enough players that they're just going to pass over it and lead to layups, or they're just waiting for the right moment to spring it on Pine Richland.
Yeah, that's a great point.
I want to keep an eye on as Shanahan starts the half off with an easy layup. So let's see if North Catholic gets going to the basket more. And one thing you could do is just give it to Tomer as he throws it right back out, though, but it's an open three for Hurry. That misses. And Rotman gets his hand on the ball, can't quite get to it. Rotman was really quiet in that first half. I don't even know did he score in the first half?
Max Rotman had 2 free throws.
And
that was
in
it.
The first half. Yeah, he's somebody that can definitely get in the lane. Maybe look for him to be more aggressive in the second half.
You're talking about getting it into Tomer. He has to be a little careful with his 3 fouls. And there it showed.
Yeah, he could not contest as much as normal, and Shanahan, a quick 4 points for Pine Richland, bringing them back to within 6. Tomer working on Shanahan, kicks it out to Rotman. Rotman to Andrew Madelon in the corner. His 3 is long, and North Catholic is having trouble shooting threes tonight. Andrew Alexander hanging tight, getting fouled by Andrew Madelon. Not a good start to the third quarter here for
Not at
the
all.
Trojans.
Shooting at the free throw line continues to struggle for the Rams.
Yeah, they might. I think they would be winning this game if they had made all of their free throws. Nobody makes all their free throws, but they certainly be tied by now. They're down by 5 now. They've started this second half on a 5-0 run. Hurry has it, gets a pick from Tomer.
Again there, Sean, Hurry, he did not go down the lane there like I thought he might. Not being quite as aggressive. There we go. And he draws a foul.
Yeah, I wonder what he saw that second time that he didn't see the first time, because it certainly looked like the lane was open for him that first time to have a left-handed drive. Maybe he was just mad with himself that he didn't drive it the first time.
Maybe.
And just took it hard to the rim the second time. Hurry will shoot 2. The first one is good. He's got 15 points now. Almost half of North Catholic's points have come from Max Hurry. This is the second, though. North Catholic can't seem to make consecutive free throws. That's a third time in a row they've gone 1 for 2 at the line on shooting fouls. Andrew Alexander can't get it into the post. That's great defense from Matt Greger, who's given up 10 inches maybe to Shanahan, and he knocks that ball away. And a missed 3 from Pine Richland. North Catholic will get the ball. Max Rotman to Matt Greger. Greger gives it to Max Hurry. He's going to get a pick from Tomer. Solid pick allows Hurry to get to the rim, but it's well defended by Shanahan.
Yeah, and he actually did have Tomer on the roll, trailing behind him.
Hurry's got it at the top again. Tomer maybe getting a little frustrated calling for the ball as he really had his guy pinned down low. Rotman throws it to Gregor. This time Tomer gets it in, and he falls down as he's going around his man. Almost makes a spectacular three-point play. He'll go to the line to shoot 2.
So Tomer draw the foul there, but I'll tell you what, he has quite a height advantage on whoever was on him there. I think it was...
It might have been Alexander.
Alexander, that's right. And I feel like he could get even closer to the rim on that shot with that height advantage.
The help defense was there a little bit. Tomer couldn't take any dribbles, which I think really prevented him from getting closer to the rim.
And after that big dunk early on, he picks up his 3rd point.
And he'll go out of the game as North Catholic sends Matt Ellery and Tommy Melenda on the floor, taking out Gregor and Tomer.
So, Sean, this is where you're talking about. Like, a lot of times the Trojans will send another player to get that trap, right? When that point guard's got it all by himself in the middle of the floor, and we're not seeing that today.
Why do you think that is? Do you think they're waiting, or do you think they've seen Pine Richland and they have great ball handlers, they're just going to rip that apart and score layups?
That's a great question. Maybe, like you said, maybe they're waiting to pull it out in the 4th quarter.
Their defense has been spectacular. I think Pine Richland has missed some shots they probably should make. But North Catholic has, I think, rushed Pine Richland at times. They've taken some pretty wild layup attempts. Rotman brings it up the court against Alexander. Gives it to Madelon. Madelon to Hurry. Hurry gets a pick from Melenda to Rotman on the wing. It's Rotman now, and he's going to dive in. And nice little fadeaway in the lane.
That's his first
Rotman.
Field goal of the day.
North Catholic almost has got that lead back up to double digits. Pine Richland has not scored since they had a 5-0 run at the start of this quarter. Swartout ends that drought, though, as he has a left-handed runner in the lane. Melenda to Madelon. Madelon puts his head down, and good defense from O'Toole there. Madelon misses.
Yeah, just too short. Not enough strength on that one. Great passing by the Rams inside.
That was Dudkowski to O'Toole.
And we're back to a 5-point game with 4:30 in the 3rd.
And Melenda and Madelon were not on the same page. Melenda throws it out of bounds. Pine Richland has a chance to get it to a very, very close, closer than they've been in a long time on this possession. Coach Rocco calls a timeout.
Yeah, you can tell by the look on his face he's not happy with the play so far in the 3rd.
Yeah, the offense in the half court has been a struggle for North Catholic tonight.
I'll tell you, Sean, we just had the North Catholic cheerleaders perform a little tumbling in front of us, and I just get dizzy watching that. I don't know how many did she pull off there, but it was 10 flips.
Pine Richland will inbound the ball with 4:28 left to go in the 3rd quarter.
And they're down by 5 here.
Get into Alexander. He's guarded by Ellery.
Good fundamental defense there by Ellery.
And Ellery switched on to O'Toole, who gets it into Shanahan. Shanahan kicks it out to Swartout. His 3 is short. Nice rebound by Shanahan, but you can't bring the ball down there. North Catholic is just taking it away.
Yeah.
Hurry gets into the lane, jumps it down to Melenda. There was too many Rams there for him to do anything with it.
Was that a pass, Sean? Did it look like Hurry tried to pass that, or?
It was either a very poor shot or a pass.
Yeah, I couldn't tell if somebody got maybe a piece of it.
It looked to me like it was a pass. It didn't look. It looked to me like he just threw it straight down rather
Yeah.
than having any arc on it at all. North Catholic continues to struggle a little bit on offense here. It's Dudkowski on Ellery. Into Shanahan, guarded by the much smaller Straub, and he takes advantage of him.
Yeah, they tried to get Straub last time on the post up and didn't quite happen. That time it did.
Rotman, though, gets in, tried for the three-point play, but didn't quite get it to fall. He was fouled by Swartout. North Catholic only up by 3. They only have 4 points so far this quarter, make that 5. As Rotman makes a layup. Rotman has 3 of those 5 points.
Yeah, and after scoring those 20 points in that first quarter, and we thought maybe they're going to be on pace for the 80, the pace has really fallen off for the Trojans. Nice job by Max Rotman to get his own rebound.
They're just not getting any of the easy baskets, I think, that they're used to getting, as Ellery's 3 is missing. Their fast break game, which I think has been there all year, is not there. And credit to Pine Richland on that. They are relentless getting back on
Agreed.
defense.
Tommy Melinda draws the charge, always fires the squad up when you pull the charge off. Nice job, Tommy.
That's his second charge drawn of the night, too. I did a little research during halftime and found out that Robbie Kress is inside the T-Rex suit.
Oh, okay.
Linebacker and tight end for the North Catholic football team that went to the Whitfield Championship game. Matt Greger to Andrew Madelon. Melenda now to Ellery, and Ellery to Greger. Nice pass down low to Tomer.
I'll tell you, that was great defense there because Tomer had a nice move.
Yeah, great defense, as you pointed out, by Shanahan. The foul was on Melenda. Somehow that's his first foul. He's taken 2 charges,
I
and
agree.
he's a hard-nosed player.
That's impressive. When you're doing that hard work down there, you're usually going to pick up some fouls, too.
To Lamondola, and he's going to lose the ball, but
oh, he got an
the ball
ankle
was
something.
poked away there.
Oh,
Lamondola, wow.
Ellery.
Ellery giving up 4 or 5 inches.
Yeah.
Challenges Lamondola.
And I thought that was clean.
Yeah, Lamondola at 6'2". We don't have heights on the North Catholic roster, but I would put Ellery at maybe 5'11", so maybe not 4 or 5 inches, but definitely much smaller than Lamondola.
Oh, actually, this gentleman's name is Owen Llewellyn.
Oh, yeah, sorry. Owen Llewellyn, who's 6'3". Thank you for finding that mistake.
Again, the Rams. I mean, they're so close. A couple free throws cuts this lead down to 2, and they cannot make them.
Yeah, that's probably been their biggest area of struggle this game, has definitely been the free throw line. They've gotten there a lot, and they just have not converted. Melenda to Madelon. North Catholic still running that weave. Rotman hits a 3.
There we go, Max Rotman, get hot.
He has carried them this quarter.
He's up to 8 points.
And Greger just wouldn't let that handoff happen. Dudzinski gets into the lane, and there's a jump ball.
Jump ball, great defense by Max Rotman. He really is getting hot now.
Yeah, he was so quiet that first half. He's a really good player. He has 6 points in this quarter, 6 of the 8 North Catholic points, actually.
Really close to a 5-second call there, but instead the Rams are able to convert.
I think that was Dudzinski.
He's the leading scorer for the Rams with 12.
Madelon so crafty inside. is able to get a layup. North Catholic offense starting to flow a little bit more smoothly now. Shanahan driving in. No foul on anybody there.
Bodies all over the place. I mean, Tommy Melenda was in danger of getting stepped on.
Interesting. No, it was they didn't call a charge or a block there. Just no call as a bunch of people went to the court. And then Tomer picked up a foul after Pine Richland grabbed the loose ball. That's his 4th. So we're probably not going to see him until sometime in the 4th quarter. Dudzinski now with a layup. And he's gotten a bunch of easy baskets this quarter that has allowed Pine Richland to creep back into this game. Andrew Madelon getting into the lane. Spinning around. He's going to have to kick it back out to Tommy Melenda. Hurry. They went under the screen, and you can't do that.
You
Max
cannot
Hurry
do
with
that.
his 3rd or 4th three-pointer of the game.
That's his 3rd.
You could see the Pine Richland defender go under that screen. And Hurry will take that shot every time, and he's good enough to make most of his uncontested threes. Max Rotman.
Yeah, Max was leaning on him there. Can't do that.
Leans into his man and is going to get called for the foul. That's his 3rd, team's 6th, which means that the first foul either in the next minute here in the 3rd quarter or the first foul in the 4th quarter will lead to free throws for Pine Richland. Although that's maybe not bad news for North Catholic because the Rams have really struggled from the line. Dudzinski is having himself a quarter. Nick Larson is in the game. He gives it to Max Hurry. Hurry gets a pick. He just dribbles around the arc and hands it off to Gregor. Gregor back to Hurry. Hurry doesn't get the pick, and he's fouled.
Oh.
We could almost hear that foul from here.
Yeah, you could.
As it was Zavasky who slapped at the ball. (46-40) North Catholic leads with 30 seconds left. Nick Larson is guilty of over and back. The ball went off his fingertips in the front court, and he didn't get it fully under control until he was in the back court.
Yeah, they are going to reverse that call.
I guess you have to have full control of the ball in the front court for it to be an over and back.
That's right.
And Pine Richland's coach wants an explanation. And I'm assuming it's the same one that you just gave. Larson did not have full control of that ball. Therefore, it's not an over and back call.
And he seems to be satisfied. Oh, I see. Looks like Madelon might have a little bloody nose and blood on the uniform. So that's what they're attending to on the sideline there. He's going to have to come out. He may even have to get a new uniform shirt on. A lot of times when there's blood on that uniform shirt, they'll make him put a new one on.
Well, North Catholic is so deep, hopefully they won't miss Andrew too much here in the last 30 seconds. Matt Ellery had checked in. Gregor gets a pick, gives it to Ellery. Under 20 seconds now. Trojans will probably hold for the last shot. And I'd probably want Hurry taking it since Rotman is out of the game, and he's had the best quarter of any of the Trojans. Ellery with under 10 seconds to go.
There's that back door.
Back door cut, and
What a block! Wow, impressive block from Shanahan there. I thought Hurry had that easy.
Yeah, Shanahan and Hurry met above the rim there. Not something you see too often in a high school game, and it was a good block. North Catholic, though, still up by 6. They were outscored by the Rams by 4 points in that third quarter. They had a 33-23 lead at the half.
Yeah, nice job by the Rams trying to claw back into this. But again, as we've said, if they could make their free throws, they would be a lot closer game here. The pace that we saw in the second quarter kind of continued a little bit here in the third quarter. Maybe a little bit more scoring, but but certainly not nearly as torrid as that 20 in the first.
Yeah,
first
it was
quarter.
20-19 in the first quarter.
Yeah.
And then the next 2 quarters, each of these teams has barely doubled those scores. So the pace of the game has certainly slowed down. I think that's a big reason for it. You don't see each team trying to just sprint up the court and get those fast breaks that they did in that first quarter.
Yeah, and I continue to say that the Trojans have been okay with a lot of the weave up front leading to an outside jumper as opposed to leading to a drive down the lane.
When they did have success in the third quarter, though, it was Rotman driving into the paint. It was Madelon driving into the paint. Hurry had a nice drive himself at one point. So the success is getting to the paint.
That's right.
Which they need to do maybe a little bit more than just that weave. But they do have a 6-point lead to protect, and sometimes in the fourth quarter you play a little bit differently
when
the game is close and you have a lead than you normally would. Hurry wanted to take that really long 3, but he didn't. Throws it to Rotman. Rotman going to work, gets to the rim, and he's blocked by Dudzinski.
That was a nice block because he was easily up to the rim. Good defense there by the Rams.
Shanahan is calling for it down low, but instead it's O'Toole with a 3. Shanahan gets it on his own, but then he's blocked by Hurry.
And another good block there. A lot of good blocks in this game so far. I think Rotman got away with a walk. Wow, bailed him out because I think he walked.
Rotman maybe gets away with a travel, but he's going to the free throw line. And that was more the North Catholic offense we're used to.
Yes.
Right. Rebound, push the ball up the court, one-on-one attack by Rotman, and he misses the first free throw. Second free throw is good, though. North Catholic up by 7. Dudzinski gets into the paint. Gives it to Shanahan. Back to Dudzinski. Dudzinski working on the smaller Ellery, but Ellery does a nice job on him.
They got Shanahan on the post with Hurry there.
Good quick double, but it leaves Swart out open, and he misses. That's a shot Pine Richland's got to have.
Yeah, you got to make that one. That's a great job finding the open man.
Rotman for 3, he misses it.
Yeah, I tell you what, he makes that. That really makes the Rams pay for missing their wide open 3.
And just like we said, Pine Richland's got to have that open 3. That was a very open shot for Max Rotman. I feel like he makes that shot more often than not.
That shot by Pine Richland might have been the most wide open shot they've had all day.
I think Dudzinski has had some pretty easy layups in the second half, but certainly from
outside.
From outside, that was the most open shot that they've had. I think this is 1-1. Yes, Dudzinski 1-1. Now these are really crucial free throws.
Absolutely. And there he goes. He makes it.
Makes the first one. Joseph Dudkowski.
He's up to 17 points.
6'3" senior for the Rams, Joseph Dudkowski. Makes both a rarity for either team tonight, really. North Catholic moves the ball up the court quickly. And let's see, Rotman is going one-on-one, gets a pick from Melinda, gets into the paint, kicks it out. Andrew Madelon with a really long 3. It misses. Tommy Melinda just slaps the ball out of bounds with his left hand. Nice box out by Alexander.
I think that 3 from Madelon might a little bit of a frustration shot. Wanted to kind of get something going after having to sit out a little bit. It was early in the possession. Not sure that they needed that.
Let's see if North Catholic can get a stop here. Alexander gets a pick. Doesn't use it.
What a pass!
That was a beautiful. That has to be a good designed play too, right? Discarding the pick, and then at the exact same time, O'Toole cuts to the basket. Great pass from Alexander, and a good pass from Gregor. But excellent defense from Pine Richland as they get back, and make sure that Tommy Melendez does not get an easy layup.
And Ben Tomer checking back in. He's got those 4 fouls. So hopefully he can stay in this game with 5:55 to go.
Tomer sets a pick. Hurry swings it to Rotman. And Rotman gets right to the rim, but he misses. Tomer, though, is there, grabs the rebound. Tomer did a lot on that possession. He set a couple picks, and then he rolled to the rim to get the rebound. And there's a foul on Hurry as he hits Dudkowski on the arm.
Rare miss by Rotman at the rim on that other side. On again, like you said, a wide open take to the hoop.
I think I've called him Dudzinski multiple times, but his name is Dudkowski. And he is Pine Richland's leading scorer, as you have brought up.
Yeah, that's right, 18.
That's 19 now, which makes him the high scorer for the game, as Max Hurry has 18 for the Trojans. North Catholic has been leading for nearly all of this contest, but Pine Richland just keeps sticking around.
They do, and you got to be nervous about that.
And that has to be their MO, because they haven't lost a game by more than 4 points this year.
That's right.
So they must be a team that's comfortable from playing behind, and their defense is such that they're probably not going to get too far behind because they play such excellent defense.
And they have to be happy with the defensive effort holding the Trojans to.
Oh, that's and one from Rotman. The student section is roaring its approval.
I was going to say holding the Trojans to 49, but now that's 51 with the and one from Rotman. He was fired up after that, too.
He's a pretty fired up person generally
when
he plays basketball.
He was right there, right in front of the student section, too, so I'm sure that adds a little extra oomph.
So 5:15 left to play in the fourth quarter. North Catholic looking to go up by 6, and they don't. Rotman misses the free throw, but he hustles back on defense to get ahead of Alexander. Alexander gets a pick. Shanahan had rolled to the rim.
Great patience from Shanahan there.
Yeah, North Catholic had the rotation going, but then Shanahan just used his superior height to go over everybody.
Trojans tried to get that backdoor play again, and this time the Rams were smart to it.
Yeah, the Rams are ready for that. Melenda just thought Hurry was going to keep going and threw the ball away. Pine Richland with a 3 can tie the game for the first time in forever. It's probably been since the first quarter since we've had a tie. Coach Rocco wanted to push off there on Dudkowski, but he didn't get it. Nevertheless, good defense from Rotman. Alexander is going to get to the rim. Nobody rotated to help Rotman after Alexander got past him, and so Pine Richland is now only down by 1.
Nice take to the rim by Alexander. And a nice answer by Madelon.
Strong move from Madelon. Hangs in the air, takes a little contact, certainly not a foul, but then makes the basket of his own to put North Catholic back up by 3.
Both teams are in the bonus here as we get down to 4 minutes to go. That could become a factor in this close game. Wow. Nice job by Shanahan. And I see Pine Richland heating up a little bit here, down by 1 with 3:54 to go.
Yeah, 53-52. Shanahan, that was pretty good defense from Melenda, too.
Yeah.
Most of these North Catholic players, really except Tomer, would be giving up size to Shanahan, who is 6'4". And he just backed Melenda down, a lot of contact. And I mean, he finished that going away from the basket. You can't really ask much more from Tommy Melenda on that defensive possession, especially as it was a pure one-on-one defensive possession, not getting any double teams there from his teammates.
Yeah, I agree. Very smooth there. And that's twice he's shown the ability to use his height straight up in the air to generate a little bit of space, as opposed to necessarily moving into the defender. So, Sean, we got a good one here. It started to look like the Trojans were going to pull away, but instead we have a 1-point game. Both teams in the bonus. And I think this is going to be an exciting one down the stretch here.
The most worrying thing is that Pine Richland has figured out how to get easy baskets as this fourth quarter has gone on. They have been getting easy shots at the rim, and that's not been the case for North Catholic, I don't think. They've really had to earn their points, and Pine Richland has been getting easier looks. So hopefully that doesn't continue from a Trojan perspective.
It looks like the Trojans come out with the starting 5 here.
And they're going to run that weave a little bit. Rotman playing at the elbow. That was a Trojanettes play, the fake handoff.
Was.
Madelon going one-on-one now. Gets a pick from Tomer. Tomer is open. Down low. Strong move from
nice
Tomer.
Nice job by Tomer.
Oh, and one.
That's well done by the Trojans, recognizing that Tomer has that size advantage down there. He posts up well, uses that length too. He's so long. Draws the foul, gets the bucket.
Just a really good overall possession. They ran a couple different plays there.
Agreed.
They ran the fake handoff. That didn't work. Then they went to a pick and roll, and that was effective because Tomer got his man on his backside very deep in the paint, and he completes the three-point play, putting the Trojans up by 4, 56-52.
Yeah, real good answers. Like you said, Sean, earlier, not getting the easiest of baskets there, and that was just good execution. And the defense breaks down, unfortunately, though.
Yeah, a simple pick and roll for Pine Richland. Shanahan gets another easy basket. Rotman getting to the rim, taking the contact, misses the shot, though. Pine Richland can't tie the game or take the lead here. Shanahan going all the way by himself.
Wow.
56 all, but a great pass ahead by Tomer leads to a blocking foul on Dudkowski. Madelon, I think, got around him in the air.
Yeah,
and that
those
leads
are
to the blocking foul.
Definitely tough calls for the referees there, but I think that was the right one. This game's all knotted up here. No good. Oh.
Madelon is short on that free throw. Coach Rocco calls a timeout. I could read his lips saying, if he makes it, timeout.
Yep.
And I think they've got to be talking about defense in this timeout. Way too many easy baskets for Pine Richland has allowed the Rams to get back in this game, and they're going to have a chance to take a lead with just a 2-point field goal in this upcoming possession. What can North Catholic do to make Pine Richland not just get these open looks at the rim like they've been getting? What do you think?
Well, I'll tell you what, Sean, we've talked about it earlier. Let's bring out the trap, right? Let's get that trap going where they will actually run an offside player up to make that trap. And if anything else, it just causes a little bit of pressure like we talked about. And maybe we get some turnovers.
Yeah, Pine Richland, I agree with you, has looked way too comfortable. And that trap, that pressure would be a great thing to do to make them be more uncomfortable.
You haven't run it all game long, so I think at this point the Rams have maybe become accustomed to it not having it come. And so a little bit of element of surprise here.
So here we are, tail end of the fourth quarter, close game, 1 point between Pine Richland and North Catholic. You would not expect anything different if you've watched these teams play over the years than a close game.
So, if you notice here, the Trojans don't even have anybody up on the ball. A lot of times when I've seen them press, they'll have somebody up on the ball and then immediately go trap that first pass. And they're holding off from that.
Yeah, they are holding off on the trap. Let's see if they can do better in the half-court defense. It's Dudkowski being guarded by Gregor, and he's going to try to get to the rim. And there's a travel.
Wow.
On O'Toole.
I did not see that, but I'll take
travel
it.
Call. I was saying earlier, it seems like travel calls are a lot harder in girls basketball, but that was a pretty tight travel call.
Yeah, I agree.
But it's a break for the Trojans. Let's see if they can take advantage of it. Madelon to Hurry.
They go. Thought maybe Hurry was going to take that.
2 picks from Tomer.
Look at this.
Defends it well.
They're giving him room up there.
Madelon kicks it to the corner. Rotman now throws it into Tomer. He's going to go to work, and he travels.
You know, I think he actually had it. If he had kept going to his left, I think he had that.
And so Pine Richland has the ball with a chance to take the lead again. 2 minutes left to play. O'Toole, backdoor.
Backdoor. They're pulling one out of the Trojans
Beautiful help
playbook.
defense from Rotman, but Pine Richland steals the ball. It's Swart out. Short on the three. Shanahan with the rebound. He throws it away to Gregor. And Gregor called, it's the bench called a timeout.
Yeah,
Beautiful play from Matt Gregor.
It really was, and just an ill-advised pass from Shanahan. He's got the ball. He's got nobody in front of him on the corner. All he's got to do is dribble out on that. They can reset their offense. He tries to force it down low to the other side with a no-look pass, so he can't even see the Trojan defender, Matt Gregor, who's able to intercept it. And when you're this close in the game, every possession counts, and you don't want to give easy ones away like that.
For Pine Richland, this is their second lowest scoring game of the year. They had a 52-44 win against Blackhawk. And it's so surprising to me that this is such a low-scoring game because both of these teams wanted to play really fast in that first quarter.
Yeah, I completely agree with you. Different last three quarters than the first one.
57-56, 1 minute, 58 seconds remaining. North Catholic has three players in double figures. Hurry, Rotman, who's really come on here in the second half, 9 of his 11 points in the second half, and then Andrew Madelon.
And from a game reset perspective here, the Trojans have 2 timeouts left. Pine Richland has 4, and the arrow belongs to the Trojans. Both teams in the bonus, and actually the Rams are in the double bonus. Tomer on the roll.
He gets the ball, he's in the paint, passes it to Madelon, a beautiful cut from Madelon, and North Catholic is up by 3.
That's really good ball movement to get a good shot.
Dudkowski kicks it out. O'Toole is run off the line by Tomer. He spins into the lane, throws up a wild shot. That's what Pine Richland was doing in the first half. North Catholic was making him play too quick.
That's right.
So good defense there from the Trojans. Let's see if they can take advantage here and get this to a 2-possession game. It's Hurry working against O'Toole. North Catholic maybe just running a weave here. They're not looking to go to the basket right now. Gregor is in trouble, but gets it to Madelon in the corner.
Yeah, nice job getting out of that. I did think we were in trouble there.
Under a minute now. Pine Richland might have to foul. And O'Toole maybe realized that. He fouls Hurry. Hurry will go to the line for a very important 1-and-1.
I agree with you, Sean, there. I again, we saw them waste the clock early in that first half, and I thought they were going to do it again there. Smart decision there from Pine Richland to foul.
Now, I think they were definitely going to do it. If you're Pine Richland there, though, you almost want to have at least a double team, though, before you foul, once you realize North Catholic is doing that. And Hurry rolls it in all the way around the rim. I've seen a lot of basketball games where teams have a one-possession lead with like a minute and a half left, and they decide we're taking the air out of the ball, and then they just turn it over twice and they lose.
I don't know what you think, Sean, but I would be in favor of a shot clock in high school in Pennsylvania.
I would too. I would like it in just the fourth quarter.
Oh, that's a great idea. That's a great idea.
The downside of a shot clock, I think, is then you have a lot of possessions that end in bad shots because of the pressure of the shot clock.
Yeah.
And so you let the game just go at its own pace through 3 quarters. But when you have it in the fourth quarter, you prevent what just happened from happening.
Yeah.
North Catholic held the ball for 40 seconds. And that's just not fun to watch from a fan's perspective. I get that it's a good strategy if you have 4 people who can handle the ball, but it's just not fun to watch. And I think if you have a shot clock in just the fourth quarter, you get away with that, but you still let the game go at its own pace in the first 3 quarters.
I think it's a very interesting idea. Now, are you aware of any other place that does it that way?
No, it's my own idea. It will never happen.
No.
But I like to come up with fun ideas that will make games better, but I have no power at all, so it won't happen. But I think it's a cool idea.
Hey, yeah, you never know. What's the? Are you familiar with the ending in basketball where it gets to a certain point and then the score is the final score is set at a certain number? Are you familiar with this? It has the Elam ending is what it's called. I don't know the details of it, but yeah, that's a crazy idea that has come into being.
Yeah, and that's to get rid of all the fouls that
Sure.
you see at the end of the games that make the games so boring.
Back to action here with the Trojans up by 5.
Shanahan drives in, and Tomer
big block
slams
by Ben
it to the
Tomer.
ground.
That was a big block by Ben Tomer, especially with his 4 fouls. Hey, this point in the game, why not be a little bit more aggressive?
Earlier in the game, we saw Shanahan use that exact move, kind of a scoop reverse layup, going across the rim from the right to the left. Tomer laid off of him because he had 3 or 4 fouls. There, he did the same thing, but Tomer did not care about picking up the 5th foul.
Yep.
And if Rotman makes this free throw, that block from Tomer may have been key in putting this game away and clinching it for North Catholic. Rotman is up to 13 points. North Catholic is up by 7.
And a steal by Tomer.
The ball, picks it up smartly, gets it to Rotman. Rotman to Madelon. North Catholic playing keep away here. Well, not for long because they throw it away to O'Toole. Dudkowski now, he throws it. Oh boy, I thought that was off of Swart out, but instead it's off of North Catholic.
Yeah, I agree. And the pace really picked up there for those couple seconds. Back to what it was like at the beginning of the game.
Yeah, that is what we saw in the first quarter. That type of speed and also bad decision-making at times.
Yes, that's exactly
I think that might be why the game has been slower. I think both coaches might have been fed up with the number of turnovers and possessions that ended without shots.
Yes.
Just because of the speed at which the teams were playing.
And how about Ben Tomer with 2 big defensive plays there, the block and the steal. Trojans now got 1 timeout left, 3 timeouts left for the Rams. I don't know if it's going to make much of a difference here with the 7-point lead for the Trojans. 22 seconds to play. Certainly they're going to need a quick one here. What do they got drawn up?
Only 22 seconds left. And North Catholic, it's tough to get a quick shot against them because of the way they play defense. So now that's a bad foul there from Max Hurry as that stops the clock and gives Pine Richland a chance to earn points at the line. In this case, it is Luke Shanahan shooting those free throws. It's still 1-1.
Shanahan's up to 17 points, and that'll make 18 for him.
Pine Richland is going to call a timeout. So they trail by 5. For them to win, North Catholic either has to miss both free throws, but really they've got to get a steal. So you would figure they're going to have some sort of steal, their plan to steal here. They probably can't even wait for a 10-second call.
No, I agree with you. I think if it's a steal, and if there's no steal, it's got to be a quick foul. And you got to hope maybe the Trojans are going to be cold at the free throw line.
Very, very unlikely to come back from 5 points down with 20 seconds left. I'm sure you practice these situations, though, all the time.
That's right.
In practice, going for the steals, got to shoot a quick 3. Swart out has shown the ability to hit 3s in this game. So if you can get him the ball after a steal, suddenly you're at 63-61, and then really anything can happen. But the key is getting that quick steal.
But I'll tell you, another close game for Pine Richland. If they can claw back even a little bit more here.
If they don't make this closer, this will be their worst defeat of the season. Since they've only lost the game by
That's right.
by 4 points.
And they get it in, and there's that quick foul.
And Max, always very aggressive. He got fouled hard there, up around his head. I think, was ready to go at that Pine Richland player until a lot of North Catholic players restrained him.
That's right. Keep the calm heads here. 16.5 left. You don't want to do anything that's going to potentially give any more points to the Rams.
And when they did not get that steal, I think Pine Richland has maybe admitted defeat here, sending in a lot of subs into the game. Although they have left Dudkowski and Shanahan
Yeah, I'm going to
so.
guess that these are 3-point shooters is what they've got in there.
Or maybe they had people with 4 fouls that they took out of the game. I'm just
Yeah.
not sure. Your 3-point shooting guess might be a good one.
This is a
Rotman
big
makes
one.
the first. This will make it a 2-possession game and really put it out of reach. He does. North Catholic up by 7. Dudkowski throws it to Alexander. He goes to the rim, throws up a wild shot, misses, and Tomer is going to be out of the game, although he also gets hit in the mouth.
The way he was holding his mouth there almost looked like he lost a tooth.
Yeah. Hopefully Tomer can go over and get some help getting cleaned up.
Well, it looks like
that is his 5th foul.
That was actually on Rotman, so Tomer's going to stay in the game.
Thought for sure that was going to be on Tomer. Pine Richland still has 2 timeouts. You figure they would take one. Well, maybe with that miss, they might not.
Yeah.
I think the game really is out of reach at this point. So even on a make, I don't think they would take a timeout. He makes that one. There is no timeout. Rotman is holding the ball and getting totally swarmed. He gets fouled as he tried to spin out and throw it to Gregor.
That's interesting. It almost looked like Pine Richland wasn't trying to foul there.
Yeah, sometimes when there's just that many people around the ball in the last minute, the refs have a quicker whistle than normal.
Agreed. Rotman's been good down the through the end of the game here at the free throw line. I was going to say down the line, on the line.
And this is where your situation, if once the game gets to a certain point, you just make the final score a certain number, would be a better solution to the end of the game. Because this has not been a fun last minute of basketball to watch.
Yep.
As Dudkowski hoists up a 3 that misses. Shanahan's follow would not have counted anyway. And North Catholic takes the lead 67, or takes the win 67-59 here in this edition of the Don Graham Classic.
And they will remain undefeated at 8-0 on the season.
And Pine Richland falls to 4-5. Phil and I will be recapping this game in just a minute after the awards are announced. There's always a 6-man award and an MVP award after these games. And then I don't know if we're going to have a player interview. We might not. We'll let you know in a second.
So the sixth man award went to Luke Shanahan, and the MVP goes to Max Hurry. Sean, Max Hurry, I think was a valuable, was certainly a worthy recipient of that award. But I'll tell you, down the line, Max Rotman, clutch for the Trojans, especially after a slow start for Max Rotman. We both called out the fact that he had not scored as many points as he normally gets.
2 points in the first half for Rotman, 15 in the second half. Really important 15 points for Max Rotman. So he ends up playing really well in the second half. Max Hurry, though, very deserving of that MVP award as he led all teams with 20 points. So North Catholic, as you said, improves to 8-0. This was a different game, I think, than the Trojans are used to playing. Not quite as fast, but they showed that they could win a half-court game, I think, today. And that's always something good to show that you can win when you're playing multiple styles.
Agreed. Also, great to see the Trojans win against a bigger school. This is going to pay off down the road in the playoffs. So you love to see him get this kind of competition early on in the season.
Yeah, the unfortunate thing is that their section traditionally has not been very strong in 4A. And there are some great 4A basketball teams out there. As you would have seen if you followed the Trojans in the playoffs last year, Quaker Valley, Bell Vernon, and of course the best of them all, Lincoln Park. You got to get yourself ready for that type of competition, and that's why you play these games against teams in higher classifications. And the Trojans are certainly proving themselves to be, I think, one of the better teams in the Whippeal so far this year. They are so deep. They play a really tough style to play against, and it'll be exciting to see where the season goes from here.
I agree with you, Sean. I think you do not want to sleep on this Trojan team. You called out some really great teams in 4A. I would add Montour to that list. They've also been very good. But do not sleep on this Trojan team. They can hang with anybody out there.
It doesn't look like we're having a player interview again, or are we waiting for somebody?
I haven't seen. It looks like we're not going to get an interview today. So maybe for a future NCSN broadcast, we can get some player interviews to finish it off.
Well, with no player interview forthcoming, we hope you've stayed and watched both games, the girls and the boys game. Both those teams victorious against 6A school Pine Richland in both games. So good wins for the girls and the boys tonight. And that will do it for our coverage here of the Don Graham Classic. For our entire crew here at the NC Sports Network, thank you for watching our coverage of Trojans basketball.
This game and the stream broadcast rights to this game are the sole and exclusive property of the WPIAL. Any broadcast of this game is intended exclusively for the benefit of the North Catholic Sports Network audience. Any use, rebroadcast, or distribution of this broadcast without the express written consent of the WPIAL is prohibited.